if I want to create a website, I'm just going to copy and paste in this entire prompt right here, and I'm going to hit run. And that's pretty much all there is to it. It will start creating the website for you automatically. You don't have to do anything. I can sit here drinking my coffee while it's building the website, and there's no coding required. You don't have to hire a team of web developers, nothing like that, right? It saves a ton of time and then also money for your business as well, because it's completely free to get started. Hey there, welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to build out your own website or landing page using 3 powerful AI website builder tools. The first one is Replet, which I have open right here. You've also got Lovable, and Orchids is another relatively new one that can build out complete websites for you in minutes. So I want to get started with Replet because, just personally speaking, this is my favorite one. I think it does a really good job of building websites. And I've actually created my own website for the new AI automation agency using Replet. If you want more information, links are in the description below. And I'm just going to log into my account real quick. And from here, I can take a look at the latest website that I've built out, which is over here. So now it's loading the workspace, the app is starting, and you can see over here on the left the process that it took to create the website, as well as the prompt that I gave it as well. So here's the entire prompt that I generated using ChatGPT, and this is the most important step for creating the website, because you obviously want to make sure to supply it with a prompt that's going to go step by step through what it needs to build. So first of all, it just says, write a high converting landing page for an AI automation agency called Automogic. That's the name of my company, helping businesses save time, reduce costs, and scale by automating their workflows using Make, NAN, and Zapier. And then it has it broken down into each section, including the hero section. So that's the top of the page with a catchy headline that communicates the main benefit of working with me. Then it has our services, which basically just lists all the services that we offer, pricing, the breakdown here as well, and about us and contact us. That's it. So that's the entire prompt. And within a couple minutes, it created this beautiful landing page right here. It's really nice already. And if I want to improve this website at all, I can simply message the agent over here. So let's say, for example, I want to connect up this button to send them to a calendar where they can book a call instead of scheduling a free consultation call on the website. I could do that simply by issuing it a prompt. But in this particular case, I really kind of like the flow that just basically takes people throughout each section of the website. Tailored automations for your business success, and then it has broken down into different sections. Workflow automation design, CRM and sales pipe automation, AI-powered customer support. These are all the things that we supplied in the prompt over here. So you can see our services. It's just listing each one and then expanding on that as well. So now if I want to take this exact same prompt right here and come over to another powerful platform, which is called Lovable, come over here, and then I can log into my account first of all so that it saves all the information. So I'm just going to log in with my Google account on Lovable. And now we're already logged in, and I'll show you what this looks like. So if I want to create a website, same as I did on Replet, I'm just going to copy and paste in this entire prompt right here, and I'm going to hit run. And that's pretty much all there is to it. It will start creating the website for you automatically. You don't have to do anything. I can sit here drinking my coffee while it's building the website, and there's no coding required. You don't have to hire a team of web developers, nothing like that, right? It saves a ton of time and then also money for your business as well, because it's completely free to get started. So if you want to sign up for Lovable, there's a link in the description below. It is an affiliate link, so I will get a commission if you upgrade to the paid plan, which is $25 per month to start, and it goes all the way up to $50 and upwards of that. I'm just going to wait for this to build the website, and we'll see what it looks like. I kind of want to compare it to what Replet was able to create over here. And I think, honestly, Replet is my favorite so far. And you can also deploy this as well by upgrading your plans. So I'm just going to get the $25 per month plan, and that includes the Replet agent. You can deploy and host live apps, unlimited private apps, pay as you go for more usage. So if I want to upgrade, I'll just click on this and it'll take me over to the Stripe page. And then I will be able to actually deploy this app, right? So if I want to put it up live for everybody to see on the internet, I'm going to need to deploy it first. But I just want to see what I can do while this website's building over here. For example, I could add a chatbot onto the website using Replet. All I have to do is, let's just move this up here somewhere. I'm just going to message the agent, and I'm going to tell it to integrate a chatbot. All you have to do is prompt it, and now it should be able to build a chatbot onto the website in, a couple seconds. Shouldn't take very long. So as you can see, it's installing the packages, and we're going to scroll down. You can see it integrated with OpenAI. Amazing. It installed the OpenAI packaging, and it says, I need an OpenAI API key. So in order to get that, that's very easy. All I have to do is come over to platform.openai.com, and I'm going to grab my API key from over here and just name it Replet in this case over here. And now that will connect it up to OpenAI so that it can build the chatbot. And you can watch all of this in real time as well, which is really cool. So now it's building out the files. You can see here, it's creating all the code for me. I don't really have to do anything. And yeah, this is going to replace web developers. People are already using this tool to build websites. You don't have to know how to code anymore. And let's take a look at our other website over here. It looks like it's still generating the images and building out the website in Lovable. And while that's doing that, I'm going to start building out the website over here as well. So we're concurrently running 3 different apps to build out websites for my AI automation agency. And it would be even cooler if we could automate this entire process as well. But there is some human work that needs to be done. It's not completely automated, but it's getting really close at this point, as you can see. So now over here in Orchids, it's designing a website while I'm building a website in Lovable. This one also looks really good. Check it out. I think I actually like this one even better than Replet, surprisingly enough. So that looks really, really nice. I love the color scheme. And by the way, I can publish this one immediately as well without having to pay $25 per month. I can basically just put this up onto the internet. All I have to do is click on publish, and it will deploy the web app to this specific URL right here. And if I want to preview that, I can just click here and it will open it up and I can immediately preview the website. There we go. How long did that take? It took less than 10 minutes to build this entire website. And honestly, I like this one even better. There are obviously a few things that I need to change, but overall, it's beautiful. Yeah, this button doesn't work, but that's okay. I can just I can fix that up real quick if I want to connect that button. These buttons need to be connected up as well as the book a consultation call, which is pretty easy to do within Lovable. And they've even got the contact form down here. I will need to change some of this information so that it's the right email address and all that stuff. But overall, I would say I'm really impressed with this website, even more so than the Replet website over here. Looks like the Orchids website is also building, so we'll see how this one looks. It's just creating all of the files, quick and easy. So you can see it in real time. It's creating the files, it's editing the files. Just incredible what this can do. And this website now is live to the world. I will need to create a custom domain and connect it up, but I can easily preview it. It's published. So if I want to preview the website, I can do so right here. This is the URL, which I can then connect up to a custom domain, most likely automogic.com. I'm curious if that domain is available because I haven't actually reserved it yet. So I'm going to come over to Namecheap, and I'm just going to search for, during this YouTube video, automogic.com. We'll see if it's actually available. Fingers crossed. Okay, it's available. So it's only $9 per year on Namecheap. So I'm definitely going to grab this, and then I can connect it up within Lovable over here. Should be a way to do that. And we'll take a look at Orchids. Okay, so now the Orchids website is finished as well. And I will say that I don't really love the design of this one so much. And it didn't even get the pricing right because in my prompt, I didn't say this pricing. Yeah, I'm not super impressed by what Orchids was able to do. It looks a little bit just too simplistic. And one of these images is broken as well. So you can't actually see this image. So yeah, no offense, but I definitely am not in love with this design all that much. I much prefer Lovable. I think this is a beautiful design, and it seems to have followed my prompt to a T. And now it's just a matter of basically connecting up these buttons. And then I would also want to integrate Stripe into this as well. That's one of the stretch goals. So I'd want to connect this button up when they click on Scale Your Business. Then it would basically just take them straight on over to a Stripe page where they can make the payment. And that's really pretty easy to do within Lovable. But for the purposes of this video, that's a little bit complicated. I'll have to add the API key and then also create a payment link over there and all that stuff. So I'll build that out later. If anybody wants to check out the website, also the finished website, I will leave a link in the description below. It's going to be automogic.com. Once I finish buying this domain name, I'm going to connect it up into Lovable over here. And if you have any questions at all about, working together with me on AI automations for the agency, just let me know down below. And eventually you'll be able to, schedule calls and everything, send me messages through this website. I want to connect up this button here to book a free consultation call to my calendar. There it is. So there's my calendar. I use cal.com, which I highly recommend. It's got a really nice design. So I'm just going to come over here and tell it to connect up the button. Please connect up the book a free consultation button to my calendar link. And then I'm just going to copy and paste in my link. So we'll see if it's able to connect up this button. I'm sure it won't have any difficulty whatsoever. It should take a couple seconds. And as you can see, in real time, it's editing this and it's done. So it took literally a couple seconds. And now we can preview the latest version of the website. And hopefully this button will be connected up to my calendar link. And there's also a way that I could just include a pop-up. So I don't even have to send them to a separate website. I could just pop it up on the site. But as you can see, that button is now connected to my calendar link. Now, if I want to make that just a pop-up that displays on my website so they don't have to leave the website, I can tell it to create a pop-up on the website showing my calendar. So we'll see if it's able to do that as well. It says it created a calendar pop-up with a floating book a call button in the bottom right corner. So that's not quite what I wanted it to do, but we can take a look and see what it updated over here. So it looks like it may have just added like a floating button down here to book a call, potentially. Yeah, okay. So now there's actually a little floating button down here. And if I click on that, it opens the calendar right here with my calendar integrated into it. So as you can see, there's my calendar. It could look a little bit better, but those are things that I could fix just by prompting Lovable. Overall, I would say that looks pretty good. And then I would actually want to change this one to the floating calendar as well. Replace the image in the hero section with, we'll see if I'm actually able to do this. I may need to upgrade to the paid plan with an image with a make.com automation workflow, for example. Let's just see if it can do that or if I've run out of credits. I will definitely upgrade to the paid plan. It's only $25 per month. And that includes 100 monthly credits, 5 daily credits, up to 150 a month, and custom domains, which I'm definitely going to need. So yeah, if I click on upgrade now, I think it's just going to take me over to take me to a Stripe checkout where I can make the payment, but I don't want to do that quite yet because it's still fixing up the website over here. So let's see if it was able to make those changes. So it did update the image, and as you can see, it's now got sort of what looks like a make workflow. Could be better. I could basically just supply it with an image instead and tell it to paste to do it there. Another thing you can do is you can connect up Supabase. So Supabase is basically like similar to MySQL or something. It's a database. So if I want to connect up Supabase to pull in, things from a database, I can do that here. And then I can just create a new project because it's already connected over here. And honestly, I don't really need Supabase for this particular website because I'm not going to be pulling anything in from a database, most likely. It's just going to be like a static landing page. So honestly, I'm really impressed with this so far. And now it's just a matter of connecting up the custom domain once I buy it over here on Namecheap. And yeah, so then I'll get my custom domain, automogic.com. I can just do that over here. And I don't need any hosting or anything like that as well, because it's all hosted through Lovable. They have their own platform for hosting it. So this is hosted on something. And then if I want to connect up my custom domain, I can connect the domain, but I will need to upgrade, obviously, to do that. And you can also choose how many credits you want per month as well. I think 100 per month should be fine. And honestly, I like that better than Replet because I'm not like super impressed by the design over here, and it seems to be having some bugs as well. So I think I'm just going to go with Lovable. Then I can connect up my domain. You can even buy a domain directly from within Lovable as well. But again, you will have to upgrade to do that. So maybe they have an even cheaper domain versus using Namecheap. I could just do everything through Lovable. And now if I want to connect up this See Our Work button right here, I could have it just scroll down to, let's say, or I could change that to See Pricing. I actually want that to say See Pricing instead. Just kind of figuring out things as I go along, building this out live for you on this YouTube video. So I want it to change the See Our Work button to See Pricing, or let's just put pricing, and scroll down to the pricing section when a user clicks on the button. All right, let's do that. So now it's just going to change that because I don't really want to show my work. People can contact me if they want to see what I've done, and then I can just send them over my work via an email or something. So in this case, I really just want that to be pricing, right? So now, as you can see, it's already changed that button to pricing. And now if I want to publish that, I can do so here. I can also test it live within Lovable. So as you can see, if I click on pricing, it scrolls down to here. And now the next step would be basically to connect up each one of these buttons to a Stripe payment link, which is pretty easy to do. And I will show you how to do that in this video. So now I'm logged into my Stripe account, and I've just grabbed the API keys, which I will need for connecting up Stripe. I'm not exactly sure if I'll have enough free credits remaining, so I will upgrade to the paid plan. But let me just test this real quick. So I want to connect up the growth plan button, or I could just put the scale your business button to what I can do is I can just put connect up Stripe, right? That's all I want to do. It's just going to connect up my Stripe account. As you can see, it will need some information here, and looks like I need to connect up Supabase as well. But to get started, it's just asking for the payment type. So do you need recurring payments or one-off payments? Looking at your pricing page, it seems like you might want recurring monthly subscriptions. Yes. So yes, recurring monthly subscriptions, because that's what I have set up on the pricing page. I don't have a Supabase account connected up, which we'll need to do in order to store the user authentication. So I need to do that. And then I need to connect up my Stripe account as well using the secret key in Stripe. So first, I'm just going to say recurring monthly subscriptions. And now I will need to upgrade. So I'm just going to do that real quick. Okay, so now I've upgraded to the monthly paid plan of Lovable, which gives me access to a lot more credits. And we're going to continue the tutorial now. So I'm going to type in recurring monthly subscriptions. And that's just going to basically help to connect up the Stripe payment processing. So there we go. For recurring monthly subscriptions, I need to gather some more information. So Supabase, I need to create the Supabase account. Authentication for creating the accounts, which I don't really need because they're basically just making a payment. I don't need them to have an account. Okay, so now I pasted in my Stripe secret key and it's asking me to connect up Supabase. So now I've connected up Supabase over here and logged in with my GitHub account. And if I want to enter the project name, I'm going to say AI Automation Station or Automogic, right? That's the name. And then database password, I'm just going to put that in because it needs some place to store the, private information like API keys and all that sort of stuff. And for the region, I'm just going to select Southeast Asia because I live in Thailand. And then we're going to create a new project. So that's basically created a new project in Supabase, which we can use for storing data, including API keys and account authentication details and all that sort of stuff. So now I'm going to come over here and tell it to connect up Supabase. So we'll see if it can connect up the database schema. And it should be able to do that real quick. To set up Stripe recurring subscriptions, you'll need to connect up your Lovable project to Supabase, which I've already done. So maybe I need to come up here. And then, okay, so now I need to connect it up, which I haven't actually done yet. I'm just going to connect that project. And now it's connected to the database through Supabase. So it's just going to connect that up. Takes a couple seconds, and then it's now done. So now we follow the instructions to complete the integration, which is what it's doing here. It says your app is now connected to Supabase, and now we need to enable sign up and log in with options like such and such, which we don't really need on this particular website because I'm not really allowing people to create accounts yet. Maybe I'll do that at a later point. But for now, I don't think I really need that. So now we're just going to tell it to connect up Stripe. And then I'm guessing it's going to ask for my secret API key. We'll see if it can do it now that Supabase is connected. And by the way, if you're getting value from this video, please subscribe and let me know if you have any questions in the comments. So here we go. Before implementing, they need a few details, including the secret key, and then confirm the pricing. So I'm going to do that off camera real quick. We should just be able to tell it to connect up Stripe using the Stripe secret key in Supabase. So it is a little bit more difficult than I was thinking it would be, but it's definitely easier than doing all of this manually by writing the code yourself. And here we go. So now it's got the Stripe secret key from Supabase and saying that I need to add it. There are currently no secrets configured. So yeah, all I have to do is add the API key right here. I'm just going to click on submit. And now should finally have the API key for Stripe, and it's going to connect it up to my website. So there we go. It's writing the Supabase migration. It's implementing the complete Stripe subscription system. And you can see the code that it's creating right here. I don't know what most of that means. It looks like MySQL or something similar. And then we can just apply the changes. So yeah, it's using SQL. and it's running it through Supabase and connecting up Stripe. So once Stripe is connected, I will be able to add the payments. So when they click on the button, they can easily make the payment directly through the website. And you can see that it's creating the code over here in the different files, create a checkout. So it's creating that function. And here's all of the files for my website through Lovable. So this should take, I don't know, a minute or two, and then it will be finished. And Stripe will be connected up to my website for easy payment processing. I'm still figuring out how to use Lovable, by the way. I don't have a ton of experience with it. So let me update the config and create the authentication system. It's doing that. Creating the authentication and updating the pricing component. So it's doing that now. Now that I'm on the paid plan, I'm just going to click on custom domains. And then I can actually buy a domain directly through Lovable. So we're going to see what that looks like as well. So I'm just going to search for automogic.com. That's the name of my company. And we're going to click on check. And it's going to check to see if that domain is available, which obviously it is. We've already confirmed that. And now I can basically just buy the domain directly through Lovable over here. And wow, it's only, so this is even cheaper. It's $0 per year versus $10 per year on Namecheap because it's included in the paid plan. So that's a total no-brainer. I'm obviously going to buy it through Lovable, or it's actually ins.com. And just making sure that that's spelled correctly. It looks good. I'm going to click add to cart. And looks like I can also add other things as well. So automogic.online, .net, and .store. I guess I could add a couple other ones here as well. Automogic.io would be good, but that's $26 per year. I think I'm just going to go with the $0 per year for now. And yep, so just the domain. Oh, I can also get email as well. So I might as well go with the email plan. So then I have an email address as well. So I'm just going to click on add to cart. And that's only $1 per year through the partnership with Lovable and IONOS. So we're just going to click on continue. I can use PayPal for checkout quickly and easily. So I'm just going to do that. And now we're just going to make the payment for $1 from my PayPal account. I'm going to check out securely using PayPal. And then I'll have my own custom domain. I'll have my own email address where people can contact me for automogic.com. Link in the description below if you want to check out my website, completely built using Lovable. And if you have any questions, post them in the comments as well. Okay, now that all of the information is filled out, I'm just going to click on continue. And that should set up my email account. So there we go. I've now got my custom domain and my email address for Automogic, which I've been building out completely in this YouTube video. And this has only taken about 50 minutes roughly to build out the entire website using Lovable, connecting up the custom domain, everything like that. And it looks like the order is confirmed and it will be configured to work with Lovable. It can take up to 10 minutes for updates to appear, which is no big deal. And now the domain's connected. So it's automogic.com. It's mapped to the project. It may take a couple minutes to propagate, it says. But you can see here, it's basically just connecting up the different domain names, still being configured, but should be ready by the time I finish this video. I can come back over here and see if the Stripe integration has been made. Looks like database is set up. Success page confirms subscription is activated. Now I need to create the Stripe price IDs for price starter and price growth in the Stripe dashboard. So I will need to do that, which shouldn't be too complicated. And since I don't know how to create the Stripe price IDs off the top of my head, I'm just going to come over to ChatGPT and ask how to do this. Right, so once again, I'm going to log into my account real quick. Okay, now we're logged into ChatGPT. I'm going to ask it how to create price IDs in Stripe. Remember, ChatGPT is your friend. It's better than Google because you can just immediately get answers to all of your questions. So in this case, looks like I need to go to the Stripe dashboard, click on products and add the products. So I'm going to click on product catalog and then create a product. So that's all there is to it. And now I'm going to come back over to Lovable and see what it wants me to create. So I need the price starter and the price growth plan. That's for each one of these. And then the enterprise plan, I guess that would just go to email. So I'm just going to create new price IDs, price starter and price growth. So within Stripe, we can set that up. It's going to be recurring, and the price is $99 per month and $2.99, which I may want to actually up that price. I would actually set, we can change that. So the starter, I guess we could just keep it as is for now. That's going to be recurring every month. And now we can just name that the starter plan, if I could spell correctly. Starter plan. And we can basically just get the description over here. Going to copy and paste that in. I don't really need an image, to be honest. And we're just going to add the product. For the pricing, it was supposed to be $4.99 and $9.99 per month. So I actually want this to be $9.99 per month. And that's going to be the growth plan. And then we can just copy and paste this. $2.99 is too cheap. So I'm going to set it to $9.99 per month. Then we're going to add that product. And then I also want to change the other one to $4.99. So I'm just going to update that as well. And that's per month. So that's a recurring charge. So as soon as they sign up for this plan, it's just going to charge them every month. And I also want to edit the starter plan as well. So that's going to be $4.99 per month, right? That's more like it. Okay. So we're going to update those products, and then I'm going to get the price IDs and set it up directly from within Lovable. So if we come to the starter plan, we should see the price ID somewhere here. So let's just add that. We're going to come back over here to Lovable, and starter plan price ID is this. Going to put that in and see if it's actually able to connect it up to Stripe. So it just updated the starter plan with the provided Stripe price ID. There we go. So now I'm going to do the exact same thing for the growth plan. And it looks beautiful. I really, really like the way this website looks. There's a few things that I want to set up and change. But overall, I say it's really, really good right out of the box. And once that's connected, the buttons, I may need to connect up the buttons as well. Once everything's connected up in Stripe. But it should be linked up now. So we're just going to publish this. And also, it looks like the custom domain is still being set up. It should be ready soon. And I want to preview it over here, see what it looks like. And we'll see if the buttons are actually connected up. I don't think they're actually going to be connected yet. It's basically just set up oh, wow. Okay, so that's actually it allows you to create an account when you click on the button, which isn't exactly what I want, but that's pretty cool that it's able to do that. Here, you can also change the format as well. So if you want to preview it, what it looks like on different devices like mobile, you can do that here, or tablet or PC. So you can preview all of that over here as well. So I'm going to change this text, scale your business button to get growth plan, and connect it up to Stripe payment page. Now in this case, I may actually need like a payment link. So once I've created the product, I need to associate it with a payment link, and then I can just add in the payment link here. That may be even easier. So if this doesn't work, that's probably what I'll do. And it looks like, unfortunately, it's still taking me to the login page, which isn't what I want. So I'm going to create some payment links for this. So in this case, I'm just going to add the starter plan here. That's going to be the product. And then we can select everything here. I want the customer's address. I'm not going to include a free trial, obviously. And then after payment, there's a success page that they see. And then I can just create a specific payment link and connect it up to the button. So I'm just going to create that link. And now I should be able to grab that payment link and tell it to connect up the button to this link right here so that it's not sending them to a login page or create an account page. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to connect up the Get Starter Plan button to the Stripe payment link. There may be a way to do this directly from within Lovable as well, so they don't even have to leave the website. But in this case, I'm just going to connect it up to that link. And then while it's doing that, I'm also going to create a starter plan, a growth plan over here as well. So I'm just going to create another link for the growth plan, and then I'm going to copy that and come back over here to Automogic, to Lovable. And you can see it should have updated the link here. Hopefully, it'll be connected up to Stripe. I also need to change the prices as well. So unfortunately, it's still sending me to a create an account page. I don't know why that's not working correctly because I've already told it to connect it up to the payment link. But yeah, now last but not least, I just want to update the pricing. So I'm going to say change the pricing for starter to, what was it, $499 per month. That should be a really, really simple fix. Should take a couple seconds. And it will just update it right away in real time. There we go, $499 a month. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing for the growth plan. That's $999 per month. So now everything's pretty much set up. Looks like I'm even able to create accounts through the website as well. So let's say I want to give people access to their own automation dashboard. Let's say on Dextro Lab, link in the description below where you can sign up for Dextro Lab. I could potentially integrate that directly into my website by allowing them to create accounts, and then they can get access to all the automations through here as well, using the sign in, sign up button right here. And that's going to create the accounts in Supabase over here. And I also just want to see if my domain is ready as well. So let's see if it's connected up. Looks like it's still finishing up a few things on the custom domain. But if I come over here, there it is. So the website is now live to the world. It's automogic.com. This is a place where I can send people to, and they can easily book free consultation calls through here. They can check out all of my pricing directly from within the website. And this was all created in less than an hour using lovable.com. I will need to update the email address, the phone number, and those sorts of things. But overall, it's pretty much good to go. And yeah, so I've built out the entire website in an hour. I've created a custom domain name, which is now linked up to automogic.com. Everything within Lovable. So if you want to create your own website using this powerful AI tool, link in the description below where you can sign up using my affiliate. And if you have any questions, feel free to post them down below. Also, if you want me to build out your website for you, that's a service that I offer in addition to AI automations. So with that being said, it's getting to be a long video. I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, stay safe. Peace from Thailand. Signing off.